Do tell. Well then. Adios.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Let's ride.
Yes, sir! Right! Fire!
This one looks dangerous. Be careful.
Let's move. Burn to ash! Fall! Now!
Gotcha! Bad idea! Righto! Blow 'em away! I can do this. Activate. Here I go.
it's my turn. Ethereal blaze. Go for it! Here's our chance.
Gotcha!
Here I go. Second form. Damn! That's that. Let's keep moving.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Here I go.
My turn.
Okay. want to go? Full speed ahead!
Please, take care around that one.
That one looks nasty. Try to be careful, everyone.
Are you sure we should be going up against that thing? This one looks dangerous. Be careful.
I'll handle it. One, two. And done. Now.
Got you! Let's move. Burn to ash! Fall! Now!
You're done. I can do this. Here I go. Overdrive!
Here!
Thanks.
It's my turn. Now!
No problem.
Hip! Nice shooting, Elisa.
Together we're unbeatable.
That one's gonna be a pain.
Watch out! This is a tough one! My turn! Second form! Gale!
Okay. Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
That one looks nasty. Try to be careful, everyone.
Where do you want to go?
Leave it to me!
Let's ride! Let's get going! Yeah! Let's get going!
There's a treasure chest close by.
Let's get going! My turn!
to go? Full speed ahead! Where do you want to go? Leave it to me! My turn.
Let's get going. Yeah!
Right!
Of course!
Let's move. Let's get going. Yeah! probably fish.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me! Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Leave it to me!
Let's get going. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
This one's dangerous. Stay on your toes. My turn.
Here I go! Burn to ash! Fall! Okay, it's safe for now. Yeah! Yeah! Let's get going. Yeah!
Here they come! Careful, everyone!
Okay. 1, 2. And death. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe. Let's go, Lemmy! Righto! Come on, Lemmy! Transform! Setting target. Electric cannon, fire! We rule!
Very well. Know your place.
Now!
I'll handle this.
Be gone!
What a waste of our time. Let's go.
No problem! It's my turn! treasure chest!
Let's get going. Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Are you sure we should be going up against that thing?
Let's get this over with.
My turn. Second form. Gale!
I'll handle it. 1, 2... Huh? And done. Here I go! No problem. That takes care of them.
Let's get going. Yeah!
want to go? Leave it to me!
Let's get going. Yeah! 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 Yeah!
That treasure chest is absolutely beautiful.
Very well. I will serve as your opponent.
My turn. 1, 2... Huh? And done.
My turn. Know your place.
Leave it to me. Go, CO!
It's my turn. My turn. I'll handle it. Now. Let's keep going. I spy with my little eye the goods.
Enemy sighted. Let's take him out.
My turn. One, two, and death.
My turn. Second form. Damn!
Righto! Yup! I'll back you up! Yes, we won! Did you see me, Emma?
I certainly did, Milliam. You were great.
I'll handle it.
Let's get going.
Where do you want to go?
It sounds like you'll have no trouble getting into the Nortia province at least.
I don't think so. The problem is getting into Ruhr City itself, or even close to it.
We can't exactly just take an airship through the airport like we're on some pleasure cruise.
And approaching the city along any of the highways is a surefire way to get arrested.
Not that there are any good places nearby to land the courageous in the first place.
That's why we're calling you, Gwyn. You wouldn't know of any other ways for us to get near, would you?
You came to the right person. I happen to know the perfect way.
You do?
You know that Spina By road to the west? There's this little stream that runs along it. I used to fish in it all the time back in my younger days, I'll have you know. As it so happens, you could trace its source all the way back to the mountains of Ymir.
Hold on. So you're saying we should sail down from Ymir to Ruhr?
Exactly. It won't be the smoothest ride you've ever taken, what with the rapids and all, so you'll need to be careful. But I'd still say that taking that is your best bet for sneaking as close to the city as you can.
It sounds promising, at the very least.
I like it! It's just like being in a spy novel!
And you would know a thing or two about spies, wouldn't you?
Should we make our way to Ymir then?
Let's decide who's actually going first. We can only get so many people on a boat. Thank you so much for your help, Grandfather.
Oh, think nothing of it. What kind of man would I be if I didn't help my adorable granddaughter in her hour of need? And I never want to pass up a chance to put my less than adorable daughter in my debt. Sounds like my number one protege is in a bind too. I can't very well have anything happen to our wanton womanizer.
We'll help Angelica however we can.
Take care, alright?
We'd go with you if we could. Unfortunately, someone's got to stay and look after the courageous. And then there's the whole boat issue on top of that.
Please, do what you can for Angie, for me, for George, and for Crow.
We will.
to fight our way through. Of course! Here I go! Overdrive! Nice shooting, Elisa!
Together we're unbeatable.
Stay on guard, everyone. That's no ordinary.
This one looks dangerous! Be careful! Let me help!
You have my things.
My turn. Second form. Game! Okay, it's safe for now.
That treasure chest is absolutely beautiful! Please, take care around that one!
Watch out! This is a tough one! Let's move! Second form. Gale! That's that. Let's keep moving. Been a while since we were last in Ruhr Airport.
Yeah, not since our field study here.
I'm pleased to hear that everything seems to be going well for you. I believe it was the goddess's guidance that brought you here after all. I may be limited in what I can do to aid you, but know that you have my full support.
Thank you, Father. I will keep striving to do everything I can. Now, if you'll excuse me. Welcome to Ruhr Cathedral. Have you all come to pray for the goddess's guidance?
Strange. I've never seen her around here before.
I guess she must be new. Kind of an odd time to take your vows as a sister, huh?
True. I guess the church may be working on its own independent initiatives to bring the war to an end.
I suppose. The church has its own vast network of connections I can call on.
That's very possible.
We're not getting anywhere, especially when the Alliance has the city so completely under control.
That's for sure. Wandering around's given us a lot of information, but none of it actually relates to why we're here. Could there be something we're missing?
it's mine.
I can't imagine you're getting a call from someone on the Courageous either. There's no way they're within calling range.
Well, only one way to find out who our mystery caller is. Hello?
Is that you, Elisa? It's Yuna! How have you been?
Yuna! What a pleasant surprise! I'm doing just fine. How about you?
Me too. But more to the point, I realize this is a bit sudden, but could you come meet me at the diner? We've got something really important to discuss with you.
If it's that important, then sure. We tried visiting the diner earlier, actually, but the door was locked. Hold on. How did you even know I was back in Ruhr?
I'll tell you that when I see you. Anyway, later!
Wait, hold on! She hung up on me. She a friend of yours? That's right. She told me she has something important to talk to us about. She wants us to meet her at Devance's diner near the city's west exit.
It's not like we've got any better leads. Let's head on over.
Well, it's open. I guess they aren't taking the day off after all. Yuna, Devance! Are you in there?
Oh, there you are. It's open. Come on in.
Well, if you say so.
Thanks.
Yuna! Devance!
Hey there, Elisa. I see you've got your friends with you.
Oh, I've missed you, Elisa. I'm so happy to see you're all right.
Yeah, same here. So, what was it that you wanted to talk to me about?
Oh, you know.
Please, allow me to explain. I've been eagerly anticipating your arrival, Class 7.
A sister? Wait, didn't we just meet you back in the cathedral? What brings you here?
Wait a second. You sound a lot like... Are you... You couldn't be.
Oh, but I am.
Angelica?
Oh, hey guys. I sure wasn't expecting you to come all the way out here after our talk.
I did wonder whether it might be you, but I'm still shocked I was right.
I never would have expected to find you in that getup of all things. You're the last person I picture when I think sister, so the thought never even crossed my mind.
Then my disguise worked even better than I thought it would. Finally, all that crap that got drilled into my head on how to be a lady while growing up came in handy.
I suppose that works, even if it's not exactly how it was intended.
Moving right along. What made you disguise yourself in the first place?
Oh, I'll explain that while I'm bringing you up to speed on everything else. Devance, you mind bringing out some hot drinks for us?
Sure thing.
Well then, off we go.
Dare I ask if you intend to travel dressed like that?
Naturally, I'm as loved as Adios herself around these parts.
Is this really her?
I can do this.
Just watch.
Here I go.
Let's move.
That's a real beast. Time to go full throttle.
My turn.
I'm not holding back this time. Trying to wrap this up. Dragon kick! I live life my way. That's all there is to it.
I spy with my little...
Sorry, you're not really my type.
My turn.
Great stars in the heavens above! Answer to my voice and heed my call! Zodiac Red!
Let's keep going. I spy with my little eye the goods.
This was a real hike last time.
Hey, at least we already know how to get there. Oh, look! There's a treasure chest! Oh, what could it be?
Oh, I could probably fish here.
That one's gonna be a pain. Careful.
Huh? Who are you?
You a sister from the church? This is the Ragnar family's territory. Leave at once.
On the contrary, this mine is the property of the Arner family. That is how it has always been, and to pretend otherwise is an affront to none other than the Imperial family. Sounds like my uncle's getting a little too big for his britches.
What was that?
Wait.
What?
Too slow.
We're coming through here whether you like it or... We got this!
Here I go.
Impossible!
Here I go.
Impossible!
Sweet dreams, pussycats.
have to fight our way through.
Here I go.
Let's move. Second form. Gale! Impossible! Okay, it's safer now. Bring it on! Let's move! Second form! Gale!
No problem.
Impossible!
It's my turn.
Leave this to me. Shatter!
Curse you!
Evil will fall before my blade.
Enemy sighted! Let's take him out! My turn! Second form! Gale! Curse you!
No problem. Hang in there!
You have my thanks.
Thank you very much.
Onward!
Curse you!
Evil will fall before my blade.
everyone!
My turn! Second form, gale! We'll cut our own path.
Back in formation, everyone!
Here I go! Second form, gale!
Impossible! Just watch. Leave it to me! Here I go! Ethereal blades! Go for it! Here I go. My turn. You didn't see that coming.
Here I go! There! Impossible! That's the power of the 8 leaves. You think this next carriage is the one?
Stop right there!
Mother!
You certainly took your time, Elisa. I wasn't expecting you to do something as reckless as jumping on top of a moving train. But you reached me in the end, so I suppose you earn a passing grade from me this time.
Even when being held hostage, your mother doesn't miss a beat.
Huh? We came all this way to save you, and that's all you have to say?
I'm not sure why I should have to thank you for doing something I never asked you to. I'm pleased to see you're in good health, however. You did well to reach me.
Madam Chairman.
I think that's enough idle chatter. If you care for this woman, you'll throw down your weapons.
Mother! You sure that's okay? I can't imagine your client will want her injured.
Our client ordered us to apprehend her, nothing more. So long as we don't kill her, a few minor bumps and bruises aren't gonna land us in any trouble.
You son of a...
You're all gonna be coming with me to Ruhr. Our client, the Alliance, has requested that we take you into custody as well. We'll arrive in Ruhr soon, so just...
True, we don't have long until we reach Ruhr. So I think the time for playing around has passed. Sharon, do it.
As you wish.
Huh?
That takes care of that.
How the...
Sharon?
Wow, look who decided to show up. With perfect timing, too.
It's wonderful to see you all again. It may have only been a few days since we last met, but I can scarcely stand to be parted from your side.
Ow! Where did you come from? All entrances to this carriage were completely sealed.
Actually, I've been inside this train since long before it departed the station. I must admit, I did have some concerns once it started moving, however.
I take it you've been trying to find a way to rescue the chairman all this time, too?
Which eventually led you to this train, where you hid yourself and waited for an opportunity to strike. An incredible maid or an incredible chairman, I suppose.
Unbelievable.
Regardless, I think we're almost there. The train will stop below the RF Corporate HQ, after which we will proceed to seize control of the building itself. Sharon, I will leave the train's operation to you.
As you wish, Madam Chairman.
Bring it on.
My turn. Second form. Gale! That's the power of the 8 leaves.
What? The Eisengraph was stolen? And Chairman Arena is coming this way?
Catch her, now! We tried to, but her maid keeps getting in our way. What should we do?
What else can we do? Increase security. Raise the alert level. No one is to get near this room. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Ah, that accursed niece of mine. What does she think she's doing? Wait, were I to ask my brother to send reinforcements from the Schwartz-Drake barrier? No, they'll never make it in time. Damn it all. At this rate, it's only a matter of time before... No, I know what I can do.
advantage here.
My turn. Second form. Gale! We'll cut our own path.
Locked rooms.
All thanks to the director, I'll bet.
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise? There's a treasure chest here.
We're about halfway up now.
The security systems seem to be gradually disabling, at least.
Right. Let's keep going. The advantage is ours.
Let's move. Second form. Gale! That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Oh, look! There's a treasure chest!
20F. Now where is that wonderful uncle of mine?
I'm going to say he's on 23F. Mother's room and the group's central computer are there too.
Stay on guard, everyone. That's no ordinary foe.
Watch out! This is a tough one! My turn! Second form, Gale!
I can do this! Hang in there!
You have my things.
Thank you very much.
Leave this to me. Evil will fall before my blade.
I spy with my little eye the goods. That treasure chest is absolute.
Enemy sighted! Let's take him out! Let's move! Second form, Gale!
Here I go! Ethereal blades! Go for it! Here's our chance! Please back me up, Lisa! Okay! Yeah! Right! Fire! Alright, let's keep on moving. Here we are, 23F.
Time for us to have a little talk.
Just don't throw your uncle out the window.
Oh.
Well, hello there. How good of you to come.
Director.
I've been looking forward to speaking with you, Uncle.
It's been some time since we last met, Alisa. And these must be your classmates. I thought you were raised with better manners than this. Did you not think to make an appointment before seeing me?
We apologize for the sudden intrusion. However, I'm afraid the business we came here for simply can't wait.
Is that so?
We're short on time, so let me get straight to the point. You don't belong behind that desk. You just don't have what it takes. So I think it's about time you drop this pathetic act and returned it to its rightful owner.
Really now? Those are some very provocative words coming from you, Sister Angelica.
You took advantage of the chaos caused by this war to imprison the chairman of the Rhineford Group and steal control from her. And as if that weren't shameful enough, you steal her home and treat it like your own. How can you call yourself a noble? Maybe it's not clear to you how angry I am. I'm annoyed with Father as well, but your actions are an utter disgrace.
Thank you, Angelica.
Now get yourself out from behind that desk before I have to drag you my way. I've no intention of standing back and allowing you to bring shame to the Rogner family name 1 second longer.
You really are so much like your father. You two limit your own potential through that wretched, worthless sense of pride. And for what? He won't even bother to stake his rightful claim as Supreme Commander of the Noble Alliance. He leads one of the prestigious 4 great houses, and yet he consistently sits back and lets others rise above him. Pitiful, no?
I'm sure he'd be none too pleased to be called pitiful by you of all people. But that's neither here nor there. I intend to settle my differences with Father soon enough. Just as soon as I've finished arresting you.
Fools, the lot of you.
Director, please, won't you consider backing down on this? I came here to try and return the Rhineford Company and the city to the way they used to be. You've always had a respectable position in the company. What will it take to get your cooperation?
I'm afraid nothing you say will inspire me to back down, Elisa. This is a nation at war, and your naive line of thinking isn't going to cut it anymore!
Active camouflage? Another archaism? It's huge!
7 targets located, switching to elimination mode. Combat abilities analyzed. Deploy Shiguryas.
We're surrounded!
It couldn't be. Isn't his blade and stance similar to yours, Reen?
It seems to have the 8 Leaves School programmed into it.
I thought you seemed oddly relaxed given the circumstances.
Now look who has the upper hand. I'll tell my brother you died in a most unfortunate accident. I'm sure he'll buy it.
Shiguryas deployed successfully. Commencing elimination of all targets.
Here it comes!
We can't afford to lose. Let's take it out! Watch out, this is a tough one. My turn. Here goes! Overdrive! My turn. Gather on my blade!
Onward! No escape! Our fighting was in perfect sync.
Well, I could keep up at least.
What?
We did it!
Looks like you're all out of aces now, Uncle.
This can't be happening! That had the combat data of Crossbow's divine blade of wind installed into it! How could it be defeated by a bunch of mere children?
Its power and speed were impressive, I'll give you that. But that's all it had going for it. No matter whose data it had programmed into it, it's just a machine without a soul. And without its bearer pouring their soul into it, no blade can reveal its true potential.
Reen is quite right.
Spare me your nonsense! Well then, you leave me no choice but to call all the archaisms in this building to this room!
Don't waste your time.
Mother? Sharon?
Huh. I guess everything went all right on your end?
It certainly did. All the building's security systems are under my control now.
Every one of the archaisms inside it has been disabled as well. I'm afraid it's over for you, Master Heidel.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Madam Chairman! You've got this all wrong! Yes, I was acting under the orders of the higher-ups in the Alliance. I swear on my life I didn't want to do any of this.
You have my compliments for managing to outwit me. I gained my position by doing the same to the former chairman, so I'm in no position to criticize you for your actions. I won't fault a man for being ambitious. As a person of similar ambition, you made the correct choice.
I did?
But waltzing in and making yourself comfortable in my family's home is an offense you need to be punished for.
Ah!
Hey!
Damn!
What a splendid volley of blows, Madam Chairman.
She really is your mother, Elisa. My heart's all aflutter.
That means things are back to normal, I guess.
Why are you still standing around here? You can leave everything here to me. Don't you have something else you need to do?
Yes, that's true. She's right. Let's get going.
Right you are. Looks like our escorts are here to pick us up too.
The Courageous!
It must be here to pick us up.
Reen! Angie! I take it everything went well in there?
I think it's about time we wrap things up. Hurry and get on board!
Now the preparations are all complete. Time for Father and I to settle our family dispute once and for all. Cool. Looks like my volunteers are ready to go. I'll see you later.
Good luck, and take care.
Just be careful, okay?
Don't worry about me. I'll be just fine. Even should I fail and end up tossed into the fiery depths of hell, I'll crawl my way back up again. For not even hell could keep me away from this land rife with beautiful ladies. Truly, I have found Shangri-La.
You remind me so much of my brother.
You know we're worried about you, right?
This isn't the time for jokes, Angie. It's serious.
You might be going to fight your dad, but this is still a war.
Oh, I know. Even if he knows I'm his opponent, no. Because he knows I'm his opponent, my old man won't hold back in the slightest. So neither will I. It took me too long to find you guys. The last thing I want is to be taken away from you forever.
Well, as long as you understand what's at stake.
Come back safely, Angie. We'll be praying for your success.
Thanks. Alright, now it's my turn to take care of my own problems. You just sit back and watch, okay?
Right!
Nice. Looks like it works just fine.
Lady Angelica!
All units, we will hereby begin advancing on the short straight barrier. Brave heroes of Nortia, lend me your strength. It is only with your aid that I will be able to defeat my father and secure this province's rightful future.
Yes, ma'am!
Your lordship!
What is it? Why are you so flustered?
I thought you should hear this as soon as possible, sir. The Rhineford building has been attacked. Lord Heidel was arrested.
What? Are you certain of this?
Yes, sir. In addition, Lady Angelica is leading several soldats in this direction. I imagine they are being piloted by a small number of our very own.
That good-for-nothing daughter!
Huh? Where are you going?
What do you want?
You off to settle the score with your daughter? Let me lend a hand. I didn't come all this way to do nothing.
You stay out of this. This has nothing to do with you, or even the Noble Alliance. This is a father disciplining his child for going one step too far. You remain here and stay on alert for the 3rd Armored Division coming from the Nord Highlands.
Look at him getting all fired up. He's all right in my book. Can't say I'm a huge fan of getting in the way of a family matter like this, but this is too good a chance to pass up.
The situation is really tense down there.
It feels like they could start fighting at any moment.
Good luck, Angelica.
Lady Angelica! Something's happening in the fortress!
That looks like...
Can you hear me, Angelica?
Father!
I'll commend you for arresting Director Rogner and making it all the way to me. But I'm not going to let success go to your head any further. It's time for your father to personally give you some stern discipline for all your transgressions.
Your lordship!
It couldn't be.
Is he challenging her to a one-on-one duel?
I knew this is what would happen. Very well, Father. What say you and I get down to business?
Begin! Is that it, Angelica? Is that all your Eastern martial arts can muster?
Please, I'm more concerned for you, Father. You'll need more than just raw strength to win against a title practitioner.
Say what you will!
Good luck, Lady Angelica!
Yep. This is more like watching a family feud than an all-out war. But with robots.
I think the robot thing alone makes it pretty different from most family feuds.
Still, at least they can communicate honestly with one another, even if they have to use their fists to do it.
Soldiers seem to be completely enthralled by the battle, too.
Marquis's soldat might have the upper hand in terms of raw power and defense, but Angie's clearly spent a lot of time practicing so that she can use her Taito skills while on hers.
Looks that way, yeah. I think this fight will end up being decided by a single moment.
Go on, Angie. Oh no!
Give up and accept your defeat. You don't stand a chance against this Hector soldat in hand-to-hand combat. So hurry up and resign yourself to the inevitable before yours ends up smashed to pieces with you in it.
There's no way to know how a duel is going to end until it's over. That was a little something I learned from a friend who loved a good gamble. Gotta say though, getting all worked up like that can't be good for your blood pressure. You're not getting any younger.
Enough! Allow me to finish you off!
Now!
What?
How'd she send a big old thing like that flying?
That's her zero impact!
Yeah, this fight's done.
That was a close one, but I pulled through in the end.
I didn't expect for you to have an ace like that up your sleeve. I suppose that's another thing you must have learned after you ran away from home. You couldn't be less like a noble if you tried.
Uncle Heido was right, though. I sure as hell take after you. You were the one that taught me that true Erebonian nobles must always be able to stand on their own 2 feet. Those words have always stuck with me, you know.
It looks as though I've no choice. I admit defeat, Angelica.
Looks like it's finally over.
Thank goodness. Now we can...
Sorry, but this ain't over just yet.
What?
Angie! Is that another new model?
It's gigantic!
Hey there, your lordship. I came to spoil your reunion.
What is the meaning of this? I told you not to interfere. And besides, the battle has already been.
Maybe so, but with the crimson wings in the sky, I ain't gonna just sit back and do nothing. I've got a job to do, and me and this here Goliath are gonna do it!
How dare you harm Lady Angelica! Move away from his lordship at once! Such impertinent behavior will not be—
Shut it! I ain't got time for weaklings. Unless you want to end up dead, stay the hell away from me!
Its power is incredible.
But there's no way a soldat that massive moving like that's gonna hold out for long.
Come on now! You don't think you can sit back and watch from up there now that me and Goliath are out, do ya? Get down here! It's our turn! Rain Schwarzer!
It's him, isn't it?
Yep, that's Vulcan.
Wasn't he one of Crow's friends from the Imperial Liberation Front? Guess he wants a revenge match after losing to us in the mine.
What are you going to do, Lynn?
Velamar's ready to go at any time. So if you're set on fighting...
I am. And he's right. I can't just sit back and watch. It's time we finally settle the score with him.
Take care, Reen.
He's an exceptionally dangerous foe, to say nothing of the soldat he's piloting.
Thanks.
There you go. It's the ash-colored night.
Here comes the star of the show. Kick some ass, Reen!
Let's do this, Valimar! Together, we can disable that thing!
Acknowledged. Man, you don't know how long I've been waiting for this. Couldn't ask for a better stage. We got no chance for interruptions. This is perfect. So let's go! Rain Schwarzer!
This'll be a tough one. Be careful. Right. Hip. I can do this.
Bring it on! This!
Is that all?
This!
Is that all?
Bring it on!
Right. Hip.
Gotcha! Time! Let's go! Gotcha! Time! Gotcha! Time! Time! Now! Gotcha! Set!
No problem.
Bring it on!
Gotcha! Time! Set! Let's go! Gotcha!
It's working. Keep it up. Right. Hip.
Samana!
This! Gotcha! Let's go! Gotcha! Time! Gotcha! Time! Now! My sword will cleave open the way! Like domination! Bring it on! Ha! Gotcha! Time!
I can do this!
This! Ha! Gotcha! Bring it on! This! Is that all? Is that all? Time! Now! Gotcha! Shit!
That's it! Just a little more! Right!
Bring it on! This! Ha! Ha! Gotcha! Shit! This! Ha! Gotcha!
No problem! Allow me!
This! Ha! Gotcha! Shit! Bring it on! Ha! Gotcha! Shit!
No problem! Have some mana!
This! Ha! Ha! Gotcha! Shit! Time! Now! Gotcha! Shit! This! Time! This!
I can do this!
go!
Come on, Moon!
Right! Go! Sunlight!
I screwed up!
You didn't do half bad that time.
I did it.
He won! He really won!
An impressive achievement, considering how stacked the odds were against him.
Oh yeah! That's our Reed!
I knew someone who was in the same class as C would put up a good fight. Sure, I might have lost this fight too, but I couldn't have wished for my flame to burn brighter one last time before it went out for good.
What just happened?
I knew it! Watch out, Reen! Don't get too close! Supporting a frame that huge was putting a massive strain on that thing's orbital engine. It could blow any minute now. And the blast will probably take the whole soul dot with it.
What?
Vulcan! Get out of there quickly! If you don't hurry, you're gonna die!
Sorry, but this is just how I wanted it to be. I did what I set out to do. I can't say I don't have regrets, but I'm satisfied at least.
Are you an idiot? If you go and die, it all amounts to nothing!
I died a long time ago. I've been dead since the day that bastard had the others in Arngarm slaughtered. At least now, I can finally be reunited with them and G. Anyway, try and give Scarlet and Crow the end to all of this that they want too. Can you do that for me? See ya. It's been fun.
Rain! Get away from him!
No!
Reen,
Was this really what V wanted?
how did this happen?